everybody, as my air conditioning unit gets turned off. How are we all doing today? Welcome to another live stream, and today I'm going to be drawing your suggestions. You, specifically you, Gregor. No, I'm going to be paying, Freudian slip there. I'm going to be drawing, mostly I imagine people that use the tip link. Those are the ones I'll be prioritizing. That's what I meant to say. Hello, Samarama. Hello, Harry Ashfield. Hello, Meredith Stanley, Cherry Bomber, Pierluigi Caputo, Hardly Harry, Steino333, Special Fish Simon, Gregor, I said hello to Gregor already, Deadpan, Keith Rousel, Dylan Royer, Beanlight Games, Zach Dozier, and the Anmine, like Anamine, Anmine, I don't know how I'm supposed to say that. I'm an old boomer, I'm an old grandma. Man, it is warm in here today, folks, so occasionally you're going to hear the AC unit get turned on and you're going to hear that's going to be me cooling off. So, hey, a few more people. Hello to Jacob Tucker. Hello, King N64. I'm not going to say your whole name, King. It's too many numbers, too many digits. Hello, Gross Art. I don't know. Gross. All right. So, what am I drawing, folks? What are we drawing today? Because today I'm going to take your suggestions. And if I don't get any suggestions, I'm going to start drawing. Oh, that's not good. We don't want that. So I'm going to go with a thinner brush. Something like a 6 maybe. Maybe 5 actually is good. It really depends on what we're drawing, but we could start with Homer Simpson. This is how you draw Homer Simpson. Yee! It's a nice season 1 Homer for you. This is where he's still like off model. Actually, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. He doesn't have the pinhead quite. He doesn't have the season 1. Oh, Bart! Doesn't have that head. What's the neck? I don't know how the neck works on Homer. Something like that. Homer Simpson from Sector 7G. But Mars, I don't want to be on the live stream. There we go, folks. So, we already have one super chat. It is from Hello. So I don't know who it is. They've donated $10 and they said, hey, Harry, or hi, Harry. They said it like Tommy Wiseau with the H-A-I. So that's not a suggestion. So I'm going to have to go to the Great Unwashed. I'm going to have to look in the chat and see if there are any suggestions that tickle me interests. But thank you very much to Hello for that tip link donation. Hello, Hyper Wizard. Who else we got? Hey, Terranium. Hello, Atlas Geneticist. So who we got here? We got a beanbag man being caught on the loo by the press. Are there any good suggestions? Pierluigi said draw Dagoff drawing something as Bob Ross. I mean, you could probably do that. Hello, Nerevar. Happy little accidents, Nerevar. There are none. What does Dagoff look like? He's got a big old flat head. He's got the mask, right? But what does the mask even look like? I forget actually what his face looks like. It's kind of fuck, I'm just gonna draw a dish. Let me look at some reference there. We're gonna have a look at daggers. Dagoff. Oh, he's got the 3 little things sticking out the top of his head too. All right, well, hang on now. Hang on, we've got a donation. I may have to go with Meredith has donated $5, and Meredith has asked for Homer as a Starbarian. So I think we could do that. All right, let me just see if we can quickly draw Homer as a Starbarian. Okay. So sorry, I'm gonna put Dagoth aside. We could maybe go back to him later on. Hey, Harry Ashfield donated $5 as well. Harry, slow down on the donations if you want me to be able to get to yours. I'm slightly worried if I get too many, I won't be able to draw everything that people would like me to. But let me see here. Homer's gonna have to have the Starbarian armor. Gonna have to have the, I don't know, some kind of weapon. Let's give him like the anonymous Harry, talk properly. The inanimate carbon rod, yikes, as a weapon. And then we can have Kilgar and Hogstrong back here, kind of disgusted. So this is Homer Simpson as a Starbarian. Let me just clean this up for you all. Let me see. So he's got those kind of round ears. The head is not going to be quite as long. This is not going to be perfectly on model because I'm trying to go with some speed. I figure today, and this is a good warning, nobody should donate too much, okay? Because honestly, when it comes to drawing your suggestions, I'm going to try to keep everything around 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes max. What I don't want to do is overextend myself and like try and draw something for 30 minutes and how does Homer's mouth work? What I don't want to do is draw for too long and you know, end up ignoring other people's requests. So I'll try and keep everything brief. Man, I don't know how, like when Homer has a big wide open mouth, what would that even look like? I'm gonna draw on the top of the head, maybe a bit too short. We drew a much better Homer earlier. All right, okay, we're gonna go casual with the mouth. We're just gonna draw. I'll tell you what, actually, what would be funnier? I was gonna give him the Kilgar hair, but is that too? That might be a little bit too. You're not gonna be able to tell it's Homer if he has all the hair. He's just gonna look like a generic Simpsons character. So I am gonna stick with the basic Homer head. If you can hear buzzing, by the way, everyone, that's not my air conditioner right now. That would be Joyce outside mowing the lawn, doing some hard labor, which we like. We like it when the women folk join in on the hard labor front. It's good for, you know, the purposes of equality. So, all right, let's get this Homer drawn as a Starbarian. Draw them knuckles in good like that. All right. And he's going to be absolutely shirtless. I don't know if Homer, do they ever show consistent like chest hair for Homer? Is it like that maybe? I don't actually know what Homer has going on for his chest hair, so could look at reference, but I think it's a little bit of a small detail we can kind of ignore. And I'll tell you what, we'll make it funny here. We'll go with grotesque bulging blubber belly that couldn't possibly fit in his outfit. So alright folks, so that's coming up to nearly done, although we've got to do these legs. Sort of drawing it in the Simpsons style here, feeling a bit stylistically cautious. Don't want to go too wild and end up taking, you know, 20 minutes to draw this. So let me see, stick that in there, like that, and we're going to draw an inanimate carbon rod weapon, but kind of like a fantasy version of it, so something like that, but it's just going to have the rod. Going to be glowing. Oh, okay. And what does it just have, like little lines down it or something? Kind of the Simpsons, very basic Simpsons detail. Okay, let's make it green so people don't wonder what on earth it is I've drawn. Oh shit, we're on the wrong layer there. That's not good. Okay. And we can just very quickly go in down here and draw Kilgar is loving it. Kilgar loves it. Man, it's like, how quickly can I draw these characters? Oh boy. And Hogstrong is just going to be embarrassed. He's going to be face palming. That saves me actually drawing the face. Have to draw a little bit more detail than that though to imply Hogstrong at any level. Alright folks, so that we go like that and like that. Alright, so there we go. Oh, and hang on, I nearly forgot. We do not want to forget. All important detail. The cape. Let's give him kind of a short cape. Alright. Well, there you go, folks. Homer as a Starbarian, which was for Meredith. So thank you very much, Meredith, for that request and that donation. And now I can go back to the past, back to the chat. And we've been joined by a few more people. Hello to FunCubes. And hello to Deeply Incognito. Deeply Incognito says, I wanted to see the cartoonist Sketch Turner from the Sega game Comic Zone. Felt Harry could direct a good video game movie of it. I do like Comic Zone. It is a lot of fun. Hey, Pika PT. I'm glad you appreciate the drawing of Homer as a Starbarian, Meredith. Thank you for sending the tip. Let me see if I've missed any other people up here that I could say hello to. Deadpan, did I say hello to Deadpan already? I can't keep up. Alright. Okay. Oh, hey, Axma! Did I say hello to your Axma already? And Tamagotchi! There's a bunch here that I missed. Hello! Hello, Dylan. Alrighty. So, yeah, use the tip link if you want me to prioritize your suggestion. But otherwise, I'm going to be looking at some. So we got, I don't know, we got generic Homer there. Let me see. What else could I do? Megatron getting mugged in Mexico, says El Kemlo C. Man, drawing Megatron is going to be really tough. Just he's got a lot of, I'd have to bring up detail for that. What we could do, I could look at, so we go back to that Dagoth from earlier. Hello, Nerevar. And let me try and sketch out Dagoth here. And see, he's got like a weird beard. He's a weirdy beardy folk. He's got 3 little snakes sticking out the top of his head like Beetlejuice. Alrighty. Guys, I am going to turn on the AC briefly. Hopefully that's not too loud for you. I apologize in advance, but it's getting summery up in here. It is getting summery. So that means big, sweaty, hot Cintiq, like mine, a big, sweaty graphics tablet, gives off. Hang on, is he left? Yeah, he's going to be right-handed. I'm assuming. Bob Ross was probably right-handed, right? Let's shun that over a little bit. And I don't know, what is he drawing? He's like drawing a Silt Strider or something. Maybe a cliff. I tell you what, I know what he's going to be drawing. He's going to be drawing just some random Morrowind scene and some happy little cliff races. And then he'll be saying, happy little cliff races. Alright. Well, maybe I should... let's angle the hand up a tiny bit. Like he's just painted something that's a little bit higher. And he's going to have his palette over here. He's going to have his nice palette. It's the bottom of the easel down there. Okie doke. So I'm going to ink this now. And we'll try and go from memory. Actually, let's pull an image of him from here. Let's just quickly have this on hand to reference. Oh, it's all faded and shitty looking. Hang on. Let's do it on the layer above. There we go. Okay, yeah, so he's got 3 little things sticking out his head. He's got a third eye in the middle. I forgot about that. I have drawn Dagoth before, but, you know, I don't remember all the funky little details. So we'll try and get to him. But in a second, because we do have another super chat or another supporter donation from Steino333. Thank you, Steino. Steino says, hey, Harry, could you draw a Hammer Shark wizard? I can draw a Hammer Shark wizard. If you just give me a second... Steino, I'm going to try and clean up Dagoth here, and then we'll draw the Hammer Shark. Now, Steino, do you mean a Hammerhead Shark? A Hammer Shark? I've never seen the phrase Hammer Shark before, so let me assume that you mean Hammerhead Shark. If not, try and send me like a message in the chat, and I'll try and look out for it. Okay, so he's got sort of like let me see. I don't want to reference it too closely because that's just going to be, it's going to take the wind out of everything if we just try and go too closely, but it's always the way. Okay, all right, so he's got a big long nose. It is better, of course, if I can draw things without having to reference what they look like, because that's going to be much harder, but and probably less interesting for you guys too. I'm not sure. And should I color these? That's the question. That is the question. Does his chin go beyond the mask? Yes, it does. And then things stick out the top there. Okay, so I'm going to try and do the rest of this without referencing the image, because that's just a little tedious for you all, I'm sure. Going back and forth every 2 seconds. Maybe I should try and color these. It could just be simple color fills, almost as if I was animating them. That might add to some of the appeal. So we can go back and color Homer's in a bit. But I do want to make sure that we get to Steino's suggestion, which was the Hammer Shark Wizard, which I don't want to forget that one. Okay, so let me just draw some extra sort of fiddly details on here. Makes it look a little bit more metallic, maybe. There we go. Something like that. And he's got like a kind of a collar piece, right? Okie dokie. And this is kind of not really drawn his expression correctly. I tell you what, that's one thing I think is worth correcting, is like he looks kind of angrier, I feel, in with the original mask. It's like he's more imposing and the mouth is more sort of open. And I'm sure we're gonna get some backseat animators here saying Harry looked better the first time, but if I can just something a bit more like that, with the sort of, I don't know, the stuff coming, where is it? It looks too goofy, honestly. The face is smaller. I'm falling into that trap. I'm trying to finesse it and get it just right, which is not really in keeping with the spirit of today. We want to try and make this happen in good time. Let me just turn that AC on again. Okay, so I'm looking at Steino says, yeah, okay, Steino was a bit too quick with submitting. You do mean a hammerhead shark. Cool. All right, Steino. Whoa, we got a huge super chat from Rick Dum Dum and a huge one from Pika Pity. Yo, this is maybe gonna get too too nuts. Rick, are you sure about this? Okay, so we may not. I tell you what, I might have to come back to Dagoth. Pika Pity says, draw Harry Partridge being ridiculous and silly in the Creator Clash get-up. I guess me boxing somebody, probably Chris Chan. Maybe I could beat Chris Chan. And Rick Dum Dum donated $100. Rick, that's absurd. It's absurdly generous. Rick said, hey Harry, can you draw this dinosaur that I PM'd to you on Discord? Originally this was going to be done by someone else. Okay, so I can definitely do that, Rick, but maybe I do it off stream, give it a little more time, or if you'd like me to do it on stream, I'll still do it today, but maybe I can do it later after the stream and give it a little bit more care. Up to you, my friend. If you want me to do it on stream, I can do that, and I'll sweat it out here under the under the Cintiq. I'm on top of the Cintiq, and we could try and do it here live on it. If you'd like that, we'll definitely do that. And also let me know if you do want me to go that way. Let me know if you'd like me to share the artwork or not. Okay, so cool it for a moment on the super chats, folks, because I want to be able to get through some of these. Let me see, Dagoth. We can finish Dagoth. And have some nice abs there for daggers. And he's got some kind of evil looking loincloth business going on. And let me see, the back of the elbow would be around there. Rick Dum Dum just coming in and slaying it with the big super chat. That's absolutely crazy. King N64 says, can I do a poll? Do a poll on what people would like to see first? So, man, I'm absolutely not sure how I do that. It's probably why I need some help. Can a mod do a poll? If a mod can do a poll, maybe Gregor or someone could set that up for me. Because Grandma doesn't know how you do a poll in the chat box. Okay, so he's got his little palette there with his paints on it, and we're just going to finish this off really quick. Big old canvas. Like that. Like that. Beautiful. Okay, so he's going to just draw some, I don't know. What does the mountain look like in Morrowind? I don't even know. It's just a big red mountain, right? Red coming out of it. And we're going to draw some nasty looking cliff races. Okay, and delete that construction line there so you can't see. You think, wow, Harry, did you just do that incredibly rushed looking drawing off the top of your head? No, I also had an incredibly rushed looking sketch layer. How does he do it? Just put a little, I like drawing a little messed up paint on the bottom of the easel there. Just a little half curled up paint. Okie dokie. So let me draw one more. And then we'll do a speech bubble. And tell you what, we could maybe color this later on because we got stuff we've got to come back to. Happy little. Oop. Tell you what, let's reorient some of that rubbish looking text and shrink it just a little tiny bit because Harry has big clumsy. I still do that thing, you know, when you're filling out a greetings card when you're a kid and you sort of start writing the word happy and then you start writing the word birthday and you realize you're out of space. I still do that even in my 30s. Alrighty. Okay, so that is our Dagoth and I'm going to get to some of the super chats here. Oh, we've got another one from Feed Fancier. Feed Fancier, thank you so very much. Sadly, Gregor cannot run a poll, so I'm going to have to just kind of wing this as I go. Feed Fancier says, I was showing my girlfriend the cartoon Hobbit and Smiling Friends, The Enchanted Forest episode back to back. You did amazing with your work on MIP. Best of luck to you with your current and future projects. Feed Fancier, first of all, thank you for the donation. That's extremely generous. And second of all, thank you for not asking me to draw another thing because I'm starting to panic at the amount of work that's piling up here. So, let's see if we can draw. We're gonna do. I'm just checking in. Pika PT asked to draw me, I guess, boxing, which I can do. And let me see from. Rick Dum Dum, which is, I don't see him in the chat actually. He will probably be under a different name. Alright, what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to quickly fulfill Pika PT's request, and then I'm going to get in and jump in. Oh wait, we got Steino333 too. Oh boy. Alright, I'll do Steino and Pika. In fact, I'm going to combine them, folks. I'm going to have me fighting a hammerhead shark in a boxing match, because that way we're kind of killing two birds with one stone, or as I like to say it, decimating half of the avian population of Britain with half a pebble. And we're going to try and do that efficiently here and get rid of old Dagoth there. So I'm going to draw me boxing a hammerhead shark wizard. So, alright, we're going to... I'm going to be... should probably be using my left here so we can see a little bit of my grotesque body. I'm going to kind of... I'm going to try and frame the shot here in a nice way. So I'll be kind of, let me see, left arm forward, right arm up. So I'm throwing a left jab, and I want to be absolutely drenched in sweat, because that's exactly the position I'd be in if I was boxing. In fact, let's not have that left go very far. Let's have that left drooping pathetically, because that would be my style if I was ever to box in the ring. And let me see, what would the feet would probably be the right foot forward, left foot back. Always nice if you can kind of hide a foot, save yourself a little bit of that drawing energy. Are there turnbuckles in a boxing ring? I don't even know. So that's me. I'm getting very sweaty, and I'm probably about to be pummeled by a hammerhead shark. I'm just going to draw that quickly on another frame, and then we're going to go back and copy and paste it in. So hammerhead shark wizard for Steino 333. It's going to be, let's try and actually make it look cool. And in fact, I'll kind of make his element separate. If you want to, I don't know, save it, I'll try and make it so that he sort of works independently of the rest of the visual. So how do you make a hammerhead shark look angry? Never thought about that. Alright, I guess they always kind of look mad, right? Okay, so he's going to have lots of angry looking teeth, and he's going to be raising up a mighty fist. Gonna have him bare knuckle boxing me, because I think that might look a little bit more like he's a wizard, so that we sort of give Steino his or their original request. Sorry, I don't know how you identify Steino. It's a dangerous minefield for me. Alright, so we're gonna make him kind of a buff wizard. I'm definitely saying that this is a dude, because he's got this great big bushy beard. And we're gonna say, let me see, leg like that. Oh yeah, I suppose you didn't say make it an anthropomorphic shark with hands. That's funny. I went right to anthropomorphic street sharks rules of arms and legs, because I thought, oh, it's a wizard, therefore it's gonna have to have arms and legs. What am I doing here? Maybe we'll go with this. The shark has hands, but he doesn't have legs, because he's sort of magically levitating himself. He's a wizard, I suppose, so the wizard could give himself hands. He could be punching with those hands that he's magically given himself. So I think that works. Maybe some heavy eyebrows, because he's a wizard. Okay, all right. So let me clean this up really fast. We'll do Harry first of all on another layer, and let me just see what people are saying in the chat. Is there anything that I've missed? There's a lot I've missed, frankly. Feed Fancier with the Hot Fuzz reference. A great big bushy beard. I was explaining that to Joyce the other day. I think she's seen Hot Fuzz. Maybe she never remembered it, but I said there's that great joke where Jim Broadbent's like, he's the one thing. Hang on, he had one thing that you don't. What's that? A great big bushy beard. Okay, so we're going to draw Harry here. Absolutely near death. Mad double chin. Because genetically, you know, I kind of wish my dad wouldn't point that out. Occasionally he apologizes for the double chin because it's like a genetic thing, and he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry I gave you that." It's like, thanks, Dad. Thanks for just pointing it out to me again. Thanks for reminding me. It's one of those things you can kind of get rid of if you really drop weight, but then I'd have to drop weight. And one of the things I'm going to do tonight when I'm done on the stream is go and eat me a reduced Easter egg. I didn't have any this year. I didn't have any Easter eggs this year, and I was in the supermarket today and I saw a reduced one, and I thought, come on, it's reduced. There was only about 1 or 2 left, so I'm going to go and enjoy some month-old chocolate. and that's how you don't drop weight. All right, let me see now. Let me see this soft arm, because I'm by no means at this point in the competition attempting to flex on any level. And we got the shorts. Dun dun. Ba-da-bam. 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 Bam bam ba-da-dum. Ba-da-dum ba-dum ba-da-dum dum 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 dum. Okay, so let's draw the Hammerhead Shark Wizard. I'm just gonna have a sip of my drink. I'm getting a lot of messages here. Pika says I have to look forward to lovely fat back bumps. Thanks, Dad. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but okay. Hey, Harry Ashfield, thank you for coming by. Take care, man. Feed Fancy, this is Harry Partridge, a firm handshake from a fellow member of the Animate Love / Hate Club. Do you mean Go Animate? Or do you just mean animation? I'm not sure what you mean there, Feed Fancy. Yeah. Okay, so let's get this. Let's get this cool looking Hammerhead Shark Wizard boy all done. And then we will get around to Rick Dum Dum, because he gave a very generous super chat or tip link donation through Streamlabs, and we're gonna make sure that we do that justice. Sharks actually have they don't have little stabby teeth, don't they? Not like that. They're kind of more on the lines of that sort of thing. Just draw his little nose in there. And great big meaty tongue. In fact, let's fill that in. Can we fill that in with some black there? Yeah. So this is like an angry Gandalf hammerhead shark. We're gonna draw that eyebrow in there. Oh brother. Oh bother. Very, very cool. Not really, but we're racing against the clock here. Trying to get lots of these finished. Now, a wizard hat is a hard thing to kind of draw in perspective, I feel. Oh boy. I tell you, let's come back to the wizard's hat. I'm not enjoying that. I'm not enjoying drawing that on any level, and I want out. I want out of drawing the wizard hat, but I can't get it. So what do wizards wear? Kind of a bathrobe. Just a bathrobe, right? That's all they wear. These wizards, these wizard folk. Like that. There you go. All right, I'm gonna put the AC back on while I try and clean up this mess. Right, so he's got a great big, naturally a big billowing wizard sleeve because he is a wizard. And what other kind of sleeve would a wizard ever have if not a wizard sleeve? Alrighty, so a little bit of rope or something around him there, and we're gonna have the wizard sort of robes billowing back here like that. And the shark's tail, he's sort of leaping, I guess, while he's punching. And finally, we'll just try and make the wizard's hat look good, Harry. It's totally beyond me, but I'd have to look at reference for a real wizard's hat. You know, from an actual real-life wizard. I'd have to look up Google references for a real-life wizard and what their hat would look like. And maybe let's fill that in with black. Okay, and maybe we could have it flapping up at the back or something like that. Now, that's ridiculous. That's a stupid drawing and it's very silly. But we're going to try and comp it into this one as well as we can. And I didn't draw the turnbuckle there, or whatever you call it, the corner post of the ring, because I feel it's just going to be, it's going to go to waste. So we're going to draw that, tell you what, shrink the whole image down quite a bit. And I think, honestly, to get it all in, we're just going to have to make the ring a bit bigger. There you go. I wish I didn't have to draw this damn post here, but I kind of do. This is a little bit like the comic where Muhammad Ali fights Superman, only it's a bit more pathetic. It's a bit more pathetic than that. So this is a tiny boxing ring that looks like it was built for Munchkins, but I'm assuming that this would be a small local show and not anything that people would actually pay good money to see. So there we go. That's quite horrendous, but I think we've managed to just about make it work. Let me just erase this bit of tail here. Thank you very much to all the people that have tolerated watching me draw that. It's come out pretty awful. I'm going to take a very quick break, folks, because we're going to come back and draw Rick Dum-Dum's suggestion, if indeed he'd like me to do it on stream. And I've got to go and check out the references and see what he has sent me. So I will be back in 2 secs. I'm also going to take a very quick bathroom break because nature is calling, and then I'll be back. All right, folks, see you in a second. And we are back. A little reminder of what we've done so far today. We have a very generic, very basic Homer. We have Homer the Starbarian here. And let me delete that reference drawing there, or that sketch, so you think that I drew it off the top of my head without any planning. Then we have Dagoth appearing as Bob Ross. And we have, this is probably the worst one, which is a shame because it's the combined requests of 2 people, Pika Pete and Steino333. That is me boxing a hammerhead shark wizard. Honestly, I'm starting to see the limitations of doing this, because the problem is if people donate money, I've got to make sure I get to their drawing. So that means I have to do it quickly. And if I do it quickly, it's not worth paying for. Like, this is, I wouldn't sell this to anybody. I wouldn't even give this away. This is not a very good drawing. So we're going to try to make up for it now. You don't want to see that. What is that? There we go. That's what we want. And I'm going to bring up a reference that was sent to me. I think we have permission to show the before and after. Rick Dumdum, who is King N64 1994. Are you in the chat right now, my friend? Because if you are, I want to know if I have permission to share this artwork of the dinosaur that you've sent me. You requested that I draw on this stream. Let me see. I don't see King N64 in the chat right now. I'm assuming I have the right to show off the artwork of the dinosaur on the stream. Hey, Dopebone. Dopebone says, fantastic work. You're too generous, Dopebone. I don't think this is fantastic work at all. King N64, thank you, man. Thank you for letting me share the artwork. Okay, so this is something that King N64 did as a child. So don't be too judgmental, and everybody. This is a picture of a dinosaur with a saddle on it. I guess he's a mail carrying dinosaur, delivering mail. I'm going to try and reinterpret this and make it look nice. So let's give it a go, shall we? Let's draw, shan't we? All right. King N64, am I wrong that this is a dinosaur that delivers the mail? He's sort of a sweet looking dino, so he's going to have little dark eyes like that. And he's going to have an open mouth. Okay. Let me see here. So he's going to be, he's kind of a big boy. He's kind of a big boy. And he's going to be stood on a little hill there. You know what we could do? Hey, I was going to say, we could combine it with a little character of mine. I have a little caveman character that I like to draw, and I've been drawing recently. But, I don't want to detract from the point of this. We're drawing this character for King N64 in the chat, and he's donated a lot of cash to make that happen, so let's not change it up. Okay? And I'll draw you my little caveman character some other time, folks, alright? Now, how do you draw... No, they don't... It's not like a rat's tail. It doesn't bulge out the back like that. It kind of... It's a smooth part of the dino, right? And he's going to be delivering mail. Oh yes, it does deliver mail, specifically post. Okay, thank you, King N64. You've helped solve that problem for me. He's going to have a nice mail bag on his side. I'm going to just center that a tiny bit. And we're going to have a little... Actually, no, we're going to move it to the side slightly so that we can get a little cave here for the dino to deliver to. Now, this may not actually be a past-dwelling dinosaur. The fact that it's delivering mail makes me think it's probably a dinosaur that exists in the present day, or at least in an era where mail is delivered. But I'm interpreting it as delivering mail to a cave because, as you can tell, I'm an artist. I'm an extremely indulgent, artistic, creative person, and I'm indulging my own desires and my own tastes there. So, yeah. Alright, so there's the original there by King N64, who's in the chat, and we're reinterpreting this character. Let's get some inks on the bad boy. Let me see now. So, a little smile. Now I'm going to draw some teeth, but they're going to be soft teeth. They're not going to be like the shark teeth. They're going to be friendly mail delivering teeth, okay? This is herbivorous mailman of the possibly Jurassic or Triassic era. I'm not too up when it comes to that kind of thing. Triassic, only in college. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke there about Triassic sounds like Triacid. I don't know. Didn't pan out, Harry. Didn't work out. And we're gonna draw some friendly looking eyes. Because he's a friendly guy, okay? Friendly. Or gal. Hey. I think that works. Oh, lordy. Draw that smooth line in there. Always a challenge for a jittery person like me. Jittery, shaky guy. Too much coffee, maybe. I'm going to put a little fatty fold or two in there because, frankly, I think it looks cute. And we're going to big mail bag here on the side. It's going to be rammed with mail. Letters of all shapes and sizes. Actually, letters of just one shape and one size, which is a generic cartoon letter. You get the idea. Now, in the original drawing here by N64, I'm calling you many things. I'm calling you King. I'm calling you N64. It's going all over the place. Excuse me, folks. I'm reinterpreting this a little bit, but in the original drawing, the mail bag had a picture of some mail on it. I don't think that's necessary, honestly. I think we can get away without it. Some more people have joined us in the chat. I want to say hello to my buddy Comic Tropes, who suggests a sad Ninja Turtle. Chris, I would love to do that if I can get to it. I have a tiny bit of a backlog. But we also have Interview Show, Static, Sabola Hat. I think I said hello to you earlier, Sabola Hat, but we were slightly worried that you left the Discord, and hope everything is okay. Just so you know, if you are a Happy Harry Patreon supporter, if you're a Patreon supporter, at the $10 level, you get to join our Discord community. It's a little steep, I know, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably not worth it, but it's a friendly place, more or less. And we don't ask people to leave if they stop supporting, okay? It's like once you're in, you're in. So if that was the reason that you left Sabola Hat, that you are no longer supporting on the Patreon, you're absolutely welcome back to the Discord. That's not an issue at all. I don't know, it's totally your choice if you would like to leave, but we're just letting you know that we don't demand that anybody leave, okay? Just putting that out there. All right, so we're gonna finish up this dinky dino now for Rick Dum Dum. Rick, I'm just gonna call you Rick because your name is different in the chat and I can't remember it. It's got too many numbers in, and I have a hot grandma brain. Not the brain of a hot grandma. I mean like an overheated elderly brain of a grandma. It's not a hot grandma's brain, like an old cougar in her 60s that's still really in shape. Whoa. Okay, so he's going to be delivering this letter from prehistory, or to prehistory. I'm assuming it's like, you know, caveman mail, so it might be I don't know, wooden club extension pills. Subscription, you know, subscription. Although it looks like it's just a mail, Harry. It's a letter, okay? It doesn't look like a package. It could be, I don't know, it's completely flat, so it could just be a woolly mammoth that has been pounded very, very flat, and he subscribed to get it delivered in pieces over many months. Okay, alright folks. Well, we're drawing as fast as I can possibly go here, so things are a little bit compromised. As you can see, this is a mailbox that has not been made of stone. Kind of make it look like it's made of wood. Stone is kind of wood, right? It's like the wood. Stone is really the wood of the past. And we're gonna fill that in there, make that look like a little cave door for our kind of Fred Flintstone type house. Maybe add a window or something. I tell you what, I was going to draw a palm tree. Let's just draw a volcano. They had volcanoes in the past, definitely. All right, so there we have our mail delivering dino. which was a drawing, a child-aged drawing, the drawing done by a child at child-aged age, by Rick Dum Dum, and I've reinterpreted here by taking away all of its charm and appeal, and basically ruining it. But I did it on stream, so that's the challenging part. All right, I think I fulfilled that. All right, let's see now if I have any more requests. No, we don't have any. Good, that's good. I'm glad about that. There's no more through the tip link channel, so I can get to other requests. I did see from Comic Tropes Chris earlier a request to draw a sad Ninja Turtle. I will prioritize any of the paid requests that come to the tip link, but I'm gonna draw a sad turtle to begin with. I'm assuming he means Ninja Turtle. Actually, I can't remember now. Comic Tropes, you said, how about drawing Kilgar as the Rob Liefeld designed him? I like that one too. Comic Tropes, which one would you prefer? Sad Ninja Turtle, or would you prefer Kilgar interpreted by Rob Liefeld? KingN64 1994, also known as Rick Dum Dum, said, this is looking extremely fantastic, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you for your huge, generous donation, actually. I can't get over it. I'm sorry that the drawing isn't better, but if you'd like it colored, and you can tell me some colors, if you'd like some color and some cleanup, let me know on Discord. You can let me know privately if you like, and I'll send it to you. Okay, I'll add some color and some cleanup and try and get it looking a little better if you would like to see it revised any. Okay, so Comic Trope says Kilgar as drawn by Rob Liefeld. Gonna try and do this quick because Comic Tropes hasn't donated any. No, I'm gonna try and do this quick in case we get any more. Let me see now. I'm gonna delete your drawing that you sent me and my supporting drawing underneath, and we're gonna try and do Kilgar by Rob Liefeld. All right. Okay, so Kilgar by Rob Liefeld. So angry eyes, the nose, maybe like that. Like too many teeth. So I'm not actually good at drawing like Rob Liefeld without lots of reference. Too many teeth and too much saliva. We're gonna go with the big chin. I don't think he would draw the chin as big as me, as big as I would. And instead of the side of his head having the thingy, he's gonna have that weird kind of head croissant thing that Liefeld draws. And then he's gonna have the hair coming out down the back. Alright, so that's, I can probably get away with just drawing a little bit more in terms of his body. Now, huge shoulder pads, obviously, because it's both Kilgar and Liefeld, but we're gonna need some pouches, because this is interpreted by the famed comic artist Rob Liefeld, who I am unironically a fan and follower of in many ways. Not in every way. In some ways, he's a shitheel. But in some ways, I find him fascinating, and I actually quite like some of his work. And this is gonna, obviously he's gonna have a big tube-shaped gun. Big tube-shaped gun that is just gonna be fired by whatever arm happens to be easier to draw. And a big explosion coming out the gun, and then some just useless weapons on the back. Now, the hard part about this is that, unfortunately, we're gonna have to draw the line art, the cleanup. And this is going to be tough because Rob Liefeld likes some complicated line art, but I'll try and get it done quickly. Alright. This is crazy. You can't see his eyes. Lots of wrinkles. Of course, lots of wrinkles. In fact, we can come back. Let's come back to the face. Let's draw that weird head croissant that he likes to draw. It's kind of, I don't know, it's like a communication device, maybe, that he likes to put on characters. I'm just going to basically draw a big chrome croissant. This is Kilgar, everybody, as interpreted by master comic artist Rob Liefeld. And he liked to draw chrome croissants on the side of people's heads. I promise that was something he did. That just looks stupid, but that's probably good. That's probably what we need. Okay, so he's got the other side of the headpiece there, and shadow there. Okay. Some pouches here. He did like a pouch. There was a man that liked to draw a pouch or two. And we'll give him like instead of just his normal kind of metal armor, we're gonna draw chrome stripes, sort of like Colossus or Cable would have, where, you know, part of the arm or the entirety of the arm would be made sort of out of this like sort of slightly ribbed chrome that could move. I've actually given some thought about it. During the Starbarians comic lately, I've been thinking, how does the metal armor move? Because, you know, metal is not super flexible, and there's really no space for them to flex under the armor. And I've come away with the conclusion that it just doesn't matter whatsoever, and I'm an idiot for thinking about it. But I might give it a name like Flex Alloy or something, some kind of special metal that can slightly bend and warp, and Kilgar's just strong enough so that it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, so he drew a lot of big guns, Liefeld, but he never really drew very good guns. He just drew a lot of kind of slightly unfeatured, undetailed sort of chrome tubes. So we're gonna give him a chrome tube, and he's just firing it like that. I'm actually gonna go with a thicker brush here and try and get this bad boy done a little bit quicker, because this is taking some time. There you go. Okay, that kind of thing. Kind of shading on the chrome armor and big chrome tube gun. And I'm gonna fill in that shadow there under the neck. Now, if I was really gonna go, this just looks horrible. This looks so bad. If I was really Rob Liefeld, I would probably draw a lot of detail on the neck muscles and the chest muscles, and just, you know, make everything super rendered. But we don't have time to do that today, so we're just going to draw a couple of popping veins. And I said he had a few little tiny katana weapons stashed on his back, which is great. Lots and lots of hair spilling over, kind of drawing lots of individual hairs. That's something that he liked to do, kind of noodle-esque individual hairs spilling out over the headpiece. A few more sort of chromy squiggles. Tiny nipples there. Some more rendering. Just useless, angry rendering. And let me see, this is other shoulder pad over here. A little bit of fur coming around the sort of side of it here. And we're going to add some more pouches, Harry, because you haven't added enough. All my pouches look totally different. This is what is called pouch inconsistency, and it's a travesty in comic art. You want to keep your pouches all looking completely consistent. You don't want a triangle-shaped pouch next to a rectangular-shaped pouch, next to a pink pouch. Okay, and draw a big spike on it. He'd probably include more spikes, maybe, Liefeld, but we don't have time for that today. I do want to keep sort of adding chrome details to it, but that's just going to take forever. So just add some areas of black in here just to separate the shoulder out from anything else. Speaking of 90s superheroes, somebody on YouTube has uploaded footage of FAO Schwarz, the toy store, the New York version of the toy store from 1994. And I have very fond memories of actually walking around there as a kid. I spent my 8th birthday in New York with my family as a child. And I got to go to FAO Schwarz on my birthday, and they had this big Marvel area that's really cool looking, with all these kind of superhero dioramas, and they had like Doctor Doom's head in a tank that lit up, and I was amazed to actually see video of it yesterday. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I had to send it to my dad. I said, remember this? Remember taking me here? I don't know if he actually remembered, but it certainly left an impression on me. Alright, so this is going to be the Rob Liefeld Kilgar face. So you don't want the eyes to be very open. You want them to kind of look squinty and closed. And you want lots and lots of rendering on the face, lots of extra wrinkles. And what you want to do is overdo it on the teeth. Far too many teeth. More teeth than is humanly or Kilgarianly possible. And the last thing you want to do to really sell it as Liefeld is, first of all, you want to just add way more shadowing and rendering, but I don't have time for that because this is taking too long. I got other drawings to get to. You just want to add lots of saliva. There you go. Okay, tons of saliva and way more teeth than we can ever include. And you separate that saliva out with a nice thick black brush, and you go like that. Okay, and this would be the adventures of Kill Blood Bloodgar. I've left not enough room for it there, but there we go. That's Kill Blood Bloodgar, and by Rob Liefeld. Okay, so it's an original. Okay, it's very valuable now. 18 billion copies of this comic were printed, and that's Adobe bothering me to pay them. 18 billion copies of Kill Blood Bloodgar were printed, and it currently goes on the market for -2 pesos. So there you go. Pick up your copy of Kill Blood Bloodgar today. Thank you to Comic Tropes for suggesting that. That was a lot of fun. He knows how to get to me. He knows that if he suggests something related to Rob Liefeld, I'm going to want to drop everything and draw it. But it was fun to do. Kill Blood Bloodgar, everyone. Okay, so Atlas Geneticist said, did they really just shoot in FAO Schwartz? It's a hobbyist who went in sometime in the 90s, around the time I was there. A few months before, and filmed, and I was just really happy to see it back on the TV, or just in front of my eyes. Just nice to see it again. Dope Bone says, hi Adobe. Yeah, Adobe have been up my butt lately because I haven't paid my thing this month because I let it lapse, but I'll fix that, don't worry. In fact, I'll pay it using the generous donations of our super chatters today. Let me see, we've had some from Meredith, Harry Ashfield, Steino333, Pika PT, Rick Dumdum, and Feed Fancier, all donated through the tip link, and I did my best to try to draw their requests. We've had Homer Simpson as a Starbarian, we've had Dagoth painting like Bob Ross, me fighting a wizard shark thing, that's a dinosaur designed by Rick Dumdum. I've lazily reimagined without really doing much reimagining, just pretty much drawn it as quickly as I can and hopefully done a good job. And this is Kill Blood Bloodgar, recommended by Comic Tropes, my good buddy Chris. So yeah, glad you like it, Chris. Let me see, any more suggestions, and I will prioritize the ones that come in through the tip link. But in the meantime, we'll see if we have any good ones. Atlas Geneticist said, would love to see you draw Bear Shark. The eShop got wiped of every video they ever had, so maybe that's some lost media. Yeah, so Bear Shark, I didn't really do much on Bear Shark. I animated the first episode and I designed the characters, but then the subsequent episodes, I really only did character designs. They weren't animated by me going forward. I can't remember how I even draw Bear Shark. It's been literally 10 years since I drew Bear Shark. I can try and do it from memory, but I'm just going to take a quick look at the other suggestions that we have. Dope Bone says, imagine Adobe dropped a $5 donation and said, hi, can you pay us soon? I still wouldn't. I'd still put it off, because you don't have to pay it when they tell you. You can pay it like you can catch up a week later. They basically give you about 9 or 10 days, I think. Feed Fancier says, hey Harry, would you downgrade to Adobe Flash CS5 given its freeware? Would I? No, I actually quite like some of the features in CC. I do like that. Draw Mario as Superman, says Dylan. Dylan, I quite like that one. That's a pretty good suggestion. We could do Mario as Superman. Terranium says draw yourself as your own Elder Scrolls character. Hey Terranium, thank you for the suggestion. I don't know if I want to draw that right now. I can't remember actually the last time I made a character in Elder Scrolls. We had Joyce and I played a red guard that we called Black Gaston because he was basically Gaston from Beauty and the Beast, but as a red guard. We loved playing him. He was really strong. Right now she's playing with basically we made Spoonie. She's playing with him in Oblivion, but I haven't made my own character on like Oblivion or Elder Scrolls or any of those games for just ages. So we're gonna do Dylan's. We're gonna do Mario as Superman. How you like that? How you like that? Mario as Superman. Here we go. Still haven't seen the movie. I am seeing it on Monday, and I'm rather looking forward to it, frankly. Yeah, Atlas Geneticist, we made Spoonie in Elder Scrolls. He's actually really strong. He's probably the strongest character I've ever seen in Oblivion. Joyce did this exploit, not a cheat, it's an exploit where you can fortify yourself and like the fortifications stay on you and you can just keep applying more and more. They don't apply to skills, unfortunately, but you can fortify, I think, strength and stuff, so he's really strong. Okay, so this is for Dylan. This is a freebie. Doing this out of the kindness of my heart. This is Mario as Superman, but I don't know if I can do a good Mario face. So let me just see if let's look at some reference for Mario here, because I want to get the proportions kind of right. Put the nose up like that, because he's going to be flying. But, so tell me, for people who have seen the Mario Brothers movie, I have not yet seen it, does Oogtar make an appearance? Everyone's favorite character, Oogtar. Is Oogtar in it from the Super Mario World cartoon? I'm thinking not. I imagine Oogtar does not make an appearance. So I'm gonna say we don't have Mario. We don't give Mario a hat because Superman only wore a hat for the first 2 decades, not after that. Okay, Superman stopped wearing. Superman was created in 1999, and he did stop wearing his famous Superman hat in 2019, so we're not going to draw the Superman hat. Alright, look at that. You can see already, I think that's going to work. Okay, so I'm going to jump in there. Oh, Gregor says he does appear at 1 hour and 13 seconds, or 13 minutes and 23 seconds for 3.5 frames. I believe you, Gregor. I believe you fully, and I'm very excited by that. Oh, Dylan says that he's seen it and it's cool. That's good. That's good. They flashed a frame of Oogtar as a subliminal message. You do, yeah. The elites are trying to convince people that Oogtar is cool. He's being sequestered into our media, 1 frame at a time, subliminally. They're up to no good trying to get the Oogtar fandom to really kick off and then be monetized, I'm sure. Alright, so let me see if we can do some cleanup here on Mario. He doesn't sound like that in the movie, does he? He doesn't. He sounds like Chris Pratt for some reason. I don't know why the actor that they chose for the movie decided to do a Chris Pratt impression. I would think it'd be smarter to kind of try and sound like Mario, but what do I know? What is it? Oh, that's maybe too much moustache there coming out of the side. Maybe that's too much moustache, but I think I've made my bed now, and I'm gonna lay in it. My big fat mustache shaped bed. Does he have teeth, Mario? You ever see Mario teeth? Have they been knocked out by Koopa and what's the other boss called? Is it Wart? There's one that's like a big frog or something. Ding 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 ding. Ba 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 ba. I guess that's going to clash with the background music, Harry. Don't a-cappella the Mario soundtrack on top of your background music. It's going to cause devastation. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm alright with that. It's very generic, but I figure if I sort of drew this, you know, a little kid's birthday or something, and they said, draw Mario with Superman, and I drew that, I don't think they'd hit me on the head with their Fortnite toy sword or whatever. I think they'd be okay with that. Okay, there's a little bit more hair at the side there. A little bit more hair. Okay, and then I'm going to give him the gloves. Even though Superman doesn't wear gloves, I think it kind of helps with the Mario-ness. I noticed they give him 5 fingers in the new movie. I don't know if that's canon now, that Mario has 5 fingers. I don't like it. I don't like it, actually. We're doing a 3-fingered Mario. Because I just don't like the 5 fingers on Mario. I feel like he looks better with 3. You may disagree. You may disagree. But when it comes time to vote, we all have a voice. We can get in the booth and vote for either a 3-fingered, perfect, pure Mario, or the 5-fingered, corrupted Mario. Let's clean that up a little bit. Okay. So, I don't know if Superman kind of... do you see much of Superman's cape on his chest? And we're going to draw... I'm going to draw an M on his chest, which stands for man. Of course, Superman. And we're going to draw a belt. So I think Superman has a belt. And undies. And I want to say he does also have tall boots. Something like that. Kind of made his feet a little small there, but I feel like because he doesn't have shoes, he has like tall boots. It sort of looks better. I don't know. I don't know. It's a little. The feet are a little bit rushed. There we go. Superman as Mario, or Mario as Superman, or Superman as Mario as Superman. Just fix that little bit of cheek there. Hopefully, Dylan, that scratches your Mario as Superman itch. Okay, so Feed Fancy says, Harry, have you tried Lazy Nezumi? I have tried it, although I find that because I don't tend to do my cleanup in Animate these days, I do it in Toon Boom. I think Toon Boom has a pretty good brush as is and doesn't need to be really improved any beyond that. Comic Trope says, Harry, if you don't like the 5 fingers, go to a GameStop and pepper spray an employee. It's on my to-do list, trust me. I think it's a good use of my time. BJ Chester says, any thoughts on Pixar's Elemental? I don't think it's going to beat Mario at the box office, put it that way. Atlas Geneticist says, yo, somebody is modding MS Paint. I've seen that, it's crazy. Hey, T-Butt. T-Butt says, draw Crash Bandicoot. I'm actually going to check to see if we have any more of the Super Chats, because I am prioritizing Super Chats. Don't see any for the time being. Folks, if you want me to prioritize your suggestion, use that tip link. It doesn't have to be much. Just chuck me a few bucks and I'll do what I can to draw your recommendation over everyone else's. I will be extremely one-sided and brutal in my prioritizing of the paying audience over the non-paying audience. But you're all welcome here. So we did just draw 2 freebies. We did one for Dylan and one for Comic Tropes. So I'm out to look for another. And honestly, T-Butt with the Crash Bandicoot request is currently at the top of my list. So if anybody else has any others, I'm going to keep a lookout. Dope Bone says, I love it. It's like watching a mashup of character over a bootleg merch. Like the Sonic Harry. Yeah. Alright, well, let me take a look at doing maybe a Crash Bandicoot. Originally, according to Butch Hartman anyway, originally the character was called Wally Wombat, and he designed it, and then it turned into Crash Bandicoot, and the kind of design changed. I need to look at some reference for Crash Bandicoot. I did play the original back in the day. I played actually the first 2 quite a lot. I like the second one a lot, but I haven't played it for years. Good games, though. Good games. I kind of credit the PS era characters, Lara Croft, Crash Bandicoot, and the Resident Evil characters like Jill and Chris from the first game, as creating I have a almost fetishistic fascination with, not 3 fingers, I'm just drawing 3 for simplicity's sake, with that. Oh, no, not with Cintiq gloves, not with graphics tablet gloves. I'm wearing one of those right now. With the fingerless, dark fingerless gloves. I don't know why, I love that look. I can't tell you why. I really like separating the fingers out by having the fingers be a brighter color from the rest of the hand. I don't know why I like that, I do. And I started in the late 90s when I was really into the PS1. I started drawing all of my characters this way, like, and again, I think it's Lara Croft, Crash Bandicoot, the Resident Evil characters, they all have that. And then it's just stuck with me, and I've never gotten rid of it. And if you look at the Starbarians, they have fingerless gloves. Trilby Dogtooth, fingerless gloves. Ghostbleed, fingerless gloves. There's definitely more. But I can't think of any off the top of my head. But it's weaseled its way into like everything I've ever done. I like the way it looks. What can I say? I'm a sick man. Okay, sick man. Hey, Feed Fancier with another super chat. Okay, Crash Bandicoot. This is the Crash Bandicoot that we're going to get for now because Feed Fancier has come in. What I can do, to be fair, is we can draw the rest of Crash Bandicoot very quickly. There you go, there's Crash Bandicoot. See, we efficiently used the old part of the drawing that I'd already done. We have a brand new donation from Feed Fancier, which says, can you draw my character feed scared, holding a torch, I think that's going to be, inside a cave that's actually a giant mouth. I am going to be opening this link that you've sent me in just a second, Feed Fancier, because I want to make sure that I'm not opening anything extremely unsavory live on air. So I'm just going to go off and then be back in 2 seconds. All right, back in 2 seconds, everybody, and then we'll draw Feed Fancier's request. Okay, Feed Fancier, I got your artwork. I didn't realize it was going to be that, but that's okay. Okay, so let me reread this. Draw my character Feed. That's the name of the character. Scared, holding a torch inside a cave. It's actually a giant mouth. Okay, all right, I can do that. Let's go with it. Okay, so scared, holding a torch. So, kind of fearful characters tend to sort of bunch their limbs together a little bit, like sort of, you know, they don't want to spray out too much in case there's, you know, something nasty nearby that might do them damage, do them harm. Okay, yes, Rick Dum Dum's got the idea. Look, I'm not. Look. I beggars can't be choosers. Okay. I didn't specify things that I would and would not draw in the chat, so I think that now I have to be a good sport and draw the thing that I was requested to draw. Okay, so I'm not one to judge. I'm just gonna try and do a good job here. Okay, this is no different than, say, something from Pinocchio. Alright, okie doke. So, that's my rough. Got it all roughed out. And I'm going to try and reference your model sheet that you sent me, Feed Fancier. And try and do a good job here. Alright, so let me see. We got a number 5 brush or something like that. And the chat's going crazy. I can't help that. Alright, folks. Let me just bring this something that's a little bigger for myself so I can see what I'm drawing here. We have a it looks like a male character, but not particularly buff or anything like that. Kind of a I'd say average type build. They're wearing a soft kind of purple hoodie. You have to imagine that it's purple. And bottoms, which are basically jeans. They look like jeans to me. And the feet are animal feet. I'm not sure if it is a fox. I think it is a fox or a wolf or something. And I'm going to draw those feet the best I can. Not great, particularly at animal feet, but something like that. And this on the back foot here, kind of lifting that up. Okie doke. And this arm here, again, this is a kind of a hoodie type top. We'll go in and do the face in a little bit more fidelity and detail. No tail, no visible tail. So gonna leave off a tail. Looks like 3 fingers and a thumb. And little claws. They're not, are they clawed fingers? Actually, I'm not sure. I don't see claws. So I'm not going to draw with claws. They're certainly not prominent if they're there. And this is a torch, so I'm going with an old-fashioned torch, not like a flashlight. Hopefully this is as imagined. Alrighty, so it's all kind of, I'm going to draw the fire all billowing, but it wouldn't really billow in a place that didn't have too much air. Although, I guess if it's inside a great big mouth, that there would be some air, there'd be some gases and stuff coming up. I think that's okay. Alright, okie dokie. So let's draw the great big teeth here. Like this, and more teeth. Teeth like that. Teeth, teeth, teeth. Teeth, teeth, teeth. Alright. Alright. And kind of like the inside of Monstro. Got some other stuff going on. I feel like I'm drawing the Rob Liefeld mouth again with all the teeth. Okay, and then we're gonna I don't know what that thing is called, that thing that dangles at the back. Is that the tonsil? I actually don't know. I just think of old cartoons where it gets kind of punched like a boxing bag. As you can tell, this is not an area of my particular expertise. Okie dokes. Alright. Alright, so kind of scared. Questioning up to the mouth there. Do I want to be here? Do I want this to be captured in a drawing? I'm not so sure. Thinks Feed Fancier's character. Okie dokie. And the ears sort of go up like that. Sort of this sort of thing. And the nose is small. And little chin there. All right. Actually, could make it look more fearful. Oh, what we did there. What we did. Scared looking eye. And okie dokes. Alright. And the hair kind of floppy. 3 big spikes on it. And the eyebrows are dark, so that's good. That's easy for me. I can fill them in there. Alrighty, there we go. There we go. I am going to prioritize other people now. That is, it's going to be all you get today, Feed Fancier, but thank you very much for your support. Let's color that mouth in black too. And we're gonna just zoom in a little here, and I wanna fill the background in with black just to make it look extra. Oh, hang on, I'm drawing on the wrong layer here. Extra cavernous and spooky, so that we're all sufficiently scared. Can we fill that in for the love of... No, that doesn't want to be filled in. What am I doing wrong? I've only been using Flash since I was 75 years old. Alright, okie dokie. So, okay, there we go. There we go. And now we're going to take a look back at the Streamlabs, see if I've missed any. No, not missed any more donations on Streamlabs. That's good for me to see. Do we have any more wholesome suggestions from the main chat? Let me see. Moving Pictures says, what's this? Looks like a little fox guy's in trouble. Who's going to save them from the savage beast? It's probably going to be Kill Bloodgar. FunCube says, maybe draw Dogtooth fighting Sonic if there's no super chat. Hey, that's a pretty fun one. That's a fun one, FunCubes. I like that one. It's drawing Dogtooth's always a darn hassle, but I could try and do that if we don't have any. So let me see. Special Fish Simon, hello to you. I think I said hello to you earlier on. Dope Bone says, can you draw Postman Pat? I would for you, Dope Bone, but we've already drawn a postman today, and I don't want to steal any energy away from our postman dinosaur. So the postman dinosaur gets to lay a special claim to being the only postman featured in today's stream. Lobo from DC is an anime fan, is a fun one, Deadpool nerd, but I'm probably going to go... Joel Mayer says, the old guy from Kilgar's Code cosplaying as a Starbarian. We already had Homer as a Starbarian. I think I'm going to go with FunCube's suggestion of Dogtooth fighting a Sonic. That is probably going to be my last one today, though. That may be it. I'm actually getting hotter and sweatier than I imagined. Let me turn on the AC briefly while I have a think. I'm going to lay out Dogtooth fighting Sonic very quickly. And we're going to test me to see if I can draw a Sonic from memory. Because, no, fuck that, actually. This is typing Sonic on Google Images. There's no way I could do Sonic from memory. Alright. Okay, so let's draw Dogtooth and Sonic. I'm not going to do any more freebies today. If any come in on the tip link, I will prioritize those. So I don't think I'll be disappearing immediately. But for the time being, we're just going to try and do this Sonic versus Dogtooth. The challenge that nobody wanted. Maybe other than Fun Cubes. Fun Cubes seem to be up for it. Like that. And Sonic's gonna be going. He's like, how does he sound like? Sounds like Jaleel White. He's gonna be going, "You're too slow." I don't know, that kind of thing. Let me see. Sonic. Never really draw Sonic. You know what this is gonna look like? This is gonna look like the weird Sonic from The Simpsons, where Bart steals the video game and all the kind of characters talk to him and they're like, "Steal the game, don't steal the game, Bart," and it's a little Mario knockoff, but it's not quite right. That's what. No, I shouldn't draw him running away from Dogtooth. I think maybe he's running down Dogtooth's weapon. How about that? Like, he's so fast. He's so fast, he's actually running... I don't know. Hang on. Dogtooth's swinging the weapon. What does Sonic look like? He's got ears like that. He's got spikes out the back of his head. So there's a lot of people out there that have drawn Sonic a million times, and I haven't drawn him more than probably about 3 times in my life. Okay, alright, that's not quite what I wanted. It's more just a pin-up of these characters floating. I wouldn't mind drawing Sonic getting punched or something like that, but I don't think that's fair to Sonic. So I'm going to ink these in, keep an eye on the super chats, and get this inked for Fun Cubes. Oop. Okie dokie. Hey, Jeffrey Bobbins. Jeffrey Bobbins says make him blurry because fast. That would be a very good cheat. If I drew Sonic professionally, I'd draw him blurring all the time. That would save a ton of effort. But I think it's fair to draw the characters with a little bit more of a sort of, I don't know, action camera, sports camera, freeze frame, so that we can get the details in there. Okay. This is not to say by any means that I'm disappearing immediately after I finish this. I'm just gonna probably make this the last freebie of the session because I am a filthy, shallow grubber of money. Let me see, how do you draw Dogtooth again? Jeez. Straps there. Something like that. Black gloves. He's got the truncheon. This is called the Whack-A-Pult, I believe. It's both a slingshot and a truncheon. It has kind of 2 modes. I'm going to colour those gloves in black because I got my fingerless glove fetish I've explained to you earlier. Today has been a fetish-filled stream, and I've managed to go into both mine and others' interests. Okay, so he's gonna have, let me see, he's got like straps that he wears on his back. Let's have that big swooshing line. Like that. And the jacket kind of flailing. I don't know how the jacket has a cut in the back. I forget, actually. I forget. It's my character and I forget. I can hear my computer grinding, making some interesting noises. I think that's the heat. It's starting to get a little bit summery now, which is nice for many reasons. Not nice for my work setup particularly, but we'll deal with it. Okay, so he's got a black boot on. like that. This is coming out pretty bad. I was actually excited when I drew the thumbnail, and it's starting to look really lame. But that's alright. We'll have, let me see here, the hat here, the actual Trilby. Let's color that hair in black. It's not quite black, it's just dark, but I figure it kind of helps. He's going to be grimacing, going, "Ow, you bloody thing! I hate you!" Whatever he sounds like. It's like me, but just a little bit more Cockney. Somebody is sending me some messages here. 1 second, folks. Do I want to answer that? No. No. Let me see. It's a very rushed little fist, but he needs to be looking up a little bit more. He is just floating in the air. Oh, Harry boy. Harry boy. Go back to drawing school. It's probably the legs I don't like. I just don't like how... Probably looked better beforehand. He's got tiny little legs. It's supposed to look foreshortened, but it doesn't really. It doesn't really look foreshortened. Alright, so that's Dogtooth swinging, and it kind of invert the shape of the truncheon here, because I fear it'll look a little bit more like it's swinging this way if it kind of comes up a little bit more. Maybe put some like a little shine or something on it. Urgh. And now, what's his name? Blue Mario. He's going to be looking down like this. He's got that creepy mono eye. Speaking to Joyce yesterday about Sonic, actually, if you ever went to Alton Towers in Britain, it's still there, of course, it's not gone anywhere. They used to have a ride that you could go on there called Toyland Tours. And Toyland Tours was basically just a dark ride in a little boat where you kind of go through all these different rooms that are toy themed. It was sort of old-fashioned toys, like, you know, there were there's like a room that was bath toys, and a room that was soldiers, and a room that was teddy bears. I'm trying to figure out what does he look like here. But they updated it at some point, I think, or maybe it was there from the start. I don't know. They gave it a Sonic room, and in the Sonic room was a giant Sonic statue. And I remember I went there on a school trip once. He's kind of fat, my Sonic. I don't know if I like fat Sonic. I went there on a school trip once, and they had, they had the Sonic statue there and all the Sonic sound effects on the ride. And it was the end of the day, and all the other kids thought it was dorky and didn't want to ride it. And I think I went on it twice. Because not because I love Sonic or anything. It was just sort of like, hey, it's kind of nice to be able to go on a ride and not have to queue. Alright. I don't know if the buckle goes on the buckle on the outside. Like that. Does he have a tail? He's got like a little wimpy tail. Okay. Alrighty, and then another hand out like this. Just because he's going, "Hey you! You're too slow." A little like shit-eating voice. Alright, folks. There is Dogtooth fighting Sonic. Bit of an off-model, off-brand Sonic. But that's as good as Grandma can do. You leave old Grandma alone for her off-model drawings. She's trying her best. Yeah, clean up the eyes a little bit. There we go. Battle for the Ages. Battle for the Ages. I think that's the new King Kong vs. Godzilla film. It's going to be Godzilla vs. Kong vs. Dogtooth vs. Sonic. Hey, we have some super chats here that I have missed. Let me get to those now. We have one from Jacob Carmine, very generous, for saying, "Can you draw reading while sat on a pile of other?" Can you? Okay. This is a character of Jacob. Jacob, I'll look at that in just a second. I'll open that up. We have another from Comic Tropes saying, "For the drawing you already did." I hope I didn't guilt you too badly, Comic Tropes, but that's a very generous super chat there to support Kill Blood Bloodgar issue 1. Only half a Martian cent as of today, number 1. Joel donated $5 and said, "Can you draw Princess Yum Yum from The Thief and the Cobbler? Been binge watching Richard Williams stuff again. Haha." I will definitely do that for you, Joel. And we also got one from somebody who's called themselves 5, which is, "Can you draw a bootleg Bart Simpson t-shirt making him say something cool?" Okay, so I'm ending the requests. Maybe I should update the title or something. I tell you what, I'm gonna put a little bit of something on the screen here. This is gonna look a bit dystopian, but I'm gonna say no more requests because we have another 3 that I have to take care of. Can I do that? Can I do it on the live stream? Can I just add? Let me look here, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Actually, I have to do it live on the stream. All right, let me see if I can figure that out. We're gonna say yes to a text overlay. Text, there we go. Yes, add text. Arial. We're gonna say no more requests. Look at that, it's huge. No more requests. Can you get it? I'm sorry I'm doing this on the fly, but I really don't want people paying and being sorry, it's horrible. Look at it. I don't want anyone, at least we're not using the top of the screen. I don't want people paying and being like, hey, draw my thing, please. And I can't do it because eventually I got to stop and have dinner. It's been nearly 2 hours, and I know it's going to be probably another 20 minutes, 30 minutes maybe if I do that. So yeah, we're having a big dystopian They Live style all caps message. No more requests. I should have made it friendly. I should have put like sorry or something as part of it. No more requests, human. Let's see now. So I've got to draw something for Jacob. I'm gonna just disappear very quickly and open up the reference that Jacob has sent me, and then we'll get to Joel, Princess Yum Yum, and bootleg Bart Simpson in just a second. Okay, folks, back in a moment. And we're going to go in very quickly. And I'm just going to... How do I change it? How do I... properties? No. No more requests, please. Sorry, lol. That's more how I would phrase it, being such a straight talker. All right, that's a little bit better. Okay, so we're gonna take care of Jacob Carmine's first, and then we're gonna do bootleg Bart Simpson. Actually, I'm gonna jump in with bootleg Bart first, then we'll do Jacob's, and then we'll do Princess Yum Yum. Okay? So bootleg Bart Simpson t-shirt. A bootleg Bart Simpson t-shirt would probably... I actually wanted to do a bootleg Kilgar t-shirt. I didn't think anybody on planet Earth would buy it. So, this is bootleg Bart Simpson t-shirt. And what is he going to be... What is... Was it just bootleg Bart Simpson or bootleg Bart Simpson t-shirt? I can't remember. No, yeah, what was t-shirt? Okay, cool. Let's just draw the t-shirt after the fact. Gonna draw... Like, everything I can think of is just sort of a Jamaican Bart Simpson smoking a spliff. That seems to be the main thing. So I maybe shouldn't do that. Let's put him in sunglasses. I'd say, okay, actually, what we're going to do, we're going to stick with the mind-altering drugs, but we're going to do Morpheus Bart, okay? Morpheus Bart. And he's going to have a cow pill, and he's going to have a shorts pill. Okay? And he's going to be saying... What should he be saying? So how do you phrase that up? It's got to be like something along the lines of pick the pill, man, or something like that, you know? Eat the pill, man. It's Morpheus Bart. Everyone loves Morpheus Bart. Jesse Jones says, ha ha ha. Yeah, I think it's this has come out all right. Okay, so Morpheus, the bootleg Bart Simpson Morpheus shirt. Maybe he doesn't need to be saying anything. Maybe it's just the two types of pill. I think that's enough. You know, why does he need to be saying anything? Bart Simpson, as you know, has 78 spikes of hair. It's actually 9. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is bang on. Because remember, this is bootleg Bart, so he's gonna have a slightly wrong nose. I would wear this. Morpheus. Alright. Okay. Okay, shorts. It's just gonna be a tiny pair of shorts. Yes, eat all of our shirts. It's kind of floating in his hand there because I'm a hack. I think to really get across who this is, you'd sort of have to maybe color it, you know? We'd have to make Bart look, I think, African American and like draw the shades and stuff in. Let's just outline those shades. You know, I bet there... Oh man, I'm just thinking about it now. I 100% bet on my life. I would bet the lives of everyone I know that there is a shirt out there that says the Bartrix, or just Bartrix, and it's like Matrix Neo Bart. It's a shitty pun, but you know someone out there did the fucking Bartrix shirt. Yeah. Hey, Fakanza. Fakanza says it's like a mixture of Bart, Professor Frink, and Morpheus. I didn't pick the pill. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Okay, so we need a little cow down here. Harry, can you draw a cow? That's a challenge in it, and how? Harry, can he draw a cow without looking like a fat horse? You know, if we just go ahead, just make it black and white, I think that's okay. I think you can just about understand. Someone can trace this, clean it up. Okay, draw a much better looking cow. Okay, just going to draw the confines there of the shirt. Get the outline there so we understand it's bootleg Bart Simpson t-shirt. I don't know what to write. But just cow pill, shorts pill. Maybe we just write that. Maybe we'll do it up here so it can be more even. Because, cow, pill, shorts, pill. There we go. There we go. That was the bootleg Bart Simpson shirt of your dream. It's Bart as Neo from the... No, wait. Which is the Lawrence Fishburne one? Bart as... Orpheus, Morpheus, can't remember anyone's fucking names. And let's create a little skin tone for Bart there. That's kind of what I wanted to see. I think that's makes it more clear who it's supposed to be. And dark jacket, of course, the big trench coat. Man, I want to see The Matrix again. It's a fucking cool film. I didn't see the new one. I love the original, and the new one looked like poo-poo. You know what? Actually, let's just make it a little clearer that it's a shiny jacket. I think he wears a shiny jacket in the first film, right? It's going off memory. I know we've not colored in any of the drawings today. This is the exception to the rule. I didn't think I'd have so much fun coloring this one in. Or, sorry, finishing this one. He has like a shirt and a tie, right? Under the jacket. So next after this, we're going to draw a very quick request for Jacob Carmine. Although I'll try not to be too quick, Jacob, because you did spend very generously on your drawing, and I want to make sure that I do a good job on that for you. And then finally we're going to finish with Joel Mayer's request for Princess Yum Yum from The Prince and the Cobbler, who I kind of vaguely know what she looks like, but I'm going to need definitely references for that. So I should maybe make the cow and the shorts pill different colors. Like, I don't know which one's which. Is it like red on that side? And red first, then blue, right? So it would be red kind of on this side. Am I cluttering the idea up now with nonsense? And then the shorts pill. And I guess we'll just make it kind of dark clothing underneath, because yeah, it looks... There we go. There we go. There we go. I got the awesome Matrix Bart Simpson shirt, which we're gonna make a nice shade of green, I think, because that sort of sells too. This is the Matrix. If I can frickin' probably be on a black t-shirt with like a green haze around him. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll make it like... No, I can't do that. It's gonna take too long. It's gonna kind of draw the lettering going down behind him. If someone else wants to run with this design and turn it into a real thing, I will claim ownership and sell it in my Teespring store. There we go. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Alrighty, folks. So Jacob Carmine's request is next. Let's just go through the ones, if you've only just joined us, that we've done today. Homer as a Starbarian. We have Dagoth painting like Bob Ross. We have a shark wizard fighting me. We have a dinosaur mailman. We have Kilgar as designed by Rob Liefeld. We also have Super Mario Superman. We have Crash Bandicoot. That wasn't really a real one. We have some kinky vor fetish thing that I don't fully understand. We got Trilby Dogtooth fighting Sonic, and we've got a lovely bootleg Bart Simpson t-shirt. Okay, this is about as 90s as you can get. You got the Matrix reference, you got the Simpsons reference. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so let's go in with Jacob Carmine, who has a character that they've designed or commissioned perhaps, but it's a complex character, but I think I can do the character justice. And this is going to be the character sitting down on a pile of books reading. So we have to kind of go not funny on this one. This is not particularly a funny character or a comedic character. So let me see. This character holding out a book. I'm going to try and use some greasy fast speed. This character has devil horns. This character has pointy ears. This character has a long pigtail or a long kind of tie of hair in the back. I don't know what you call it. This character is kind of buff, kind of slender. And this character has cloven hooves from the looks of it. So we got them cloven hooves, and they also have a big tail. Alright. So let me draw, and this is a pile of books, which I will probably be shorthanding, I'll be honest. I don't think I'm going to draw every little detail in that pile of books. Let me just take a swig of water. And we're going to zoom in and put in some line art. Okay? We're going to leave the face until a little bit later because I think that's kind of the fun thing to show off. We'll maybe leave that until the end. So this arm appears to be, let's actually make that a bit thinner. This arm appears to be robotic. So it's still clothed. It still has, he's still wearing a jacket here. But I'm going to kind of prioritize, let me see the kind of cut of the jacket there. Out like that, and sort of a strong chest. But also a strong shoulder. And a bulging bicep. Like that. But the hand has got kind of segmented robotic fingers. So I am going to try to... No, it just sort of looks like Spider-Man's hand. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, but we can't go into too much crazy detail. It's all sort of relative to the length of the stream and how many people have requested today. But thank you very much, Jacob, for your request. And this is going to be an open book. Let's just tidy up some of that line art a little bit. We don't want to be too sloppy on that. So this arm over here is going to, it's like a more of a kind of a normal, arm, even though this is a fantasy character. So I'm gonna keep it kind of not like a taut fist, but just sort of like a, you know, I don't know, wrapped up in a good book and kind of getting into it. So this is the other side of the jacket now. Harry has to draw. Let's actually make that bicep and shoulder a little bit fuller. And they are wearing a waistcoat and a tie. So I want to put that in there with a tie clip and nice cool looking chain. And is it a long jacket? No, it does not appear to be like a long jacket. So kind of have that. They're very slender, in good shape. So sort of have that tight and taut in there. And now we're going to go in with the legs, which are cloven, sort of animalistic cloven hooves. So, okay. sort of furry. Put a bit of fur on there. Actually, they're not quite right, are they? I'm not very good with sort of hooves and animal stuff. I've got more of a kind of I don't know, they're more snatched, more like that. I think that's more correct. And then in a minute, we're going to draw Princess Yum Yum from The Thief and the Cobbler, and that will be it for today, because we are over the 2-hour mark now, and your boy is getting sweaty and tired. Just save. Oh, it's not saving. Whatever. I don't think it'll crash. Famous last words. The other kind of cloven who don't want to eat into the guide drawing below. Alrighty, okay, so zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to add in that tail. Big, fancy, fluffy tail. Actually, they're even buffer here than I'm drawing them. I gotta make sure that he's even stronger looking than that. There you go, that's more like it. This is an educated, buff, fawn creature thing. Okay, sorry, I'm not trying to be dismissive. Just trying to keep a handle on things. Right, and realize, and I'll straighten that knee up a little bit. Just looks a little bit more presentable, like that. Okay, alright, it's not bad. It's not bad. I wish this arm looked better, but to try to draw fast and well is a riddle. Okie dokie, so we're going to go in and do the face last, I think. And right now, I'm going to be doing a bit of this, okay? Bit of the old drawing a bunch of books, kind of like this. This is what Da Vinci used to do. He used to go and draw a few things in a pile like this, and then he would go and simply copy and paste them, okay? And that is what we call a whole bunch of books. And do a bit of this. Do-do-do-do-do-do. We do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And you want to probably flip it. Flip it. Flip it good. Maybe on another layer here we could stick a couple in there. And like that. And like that. Yep. Okay, folks. There you go. That's how you draw a lot of books really quickly digitally, is you cheap out and copy and paste as fast as you can. Okay? When someone asks me to draw a pile, I like to draw a big old pile. I think that less is not always more. Sometimes more is more, and I have kind of a maximalist thing. I quite like drawing big piles of stuff, although obviously it takes a while. Alrighty, okay, so that's the pile done. And now we're trying to do a good job on the face, alright? So the character has sort of this distinguished, prideful sort of appearance. I think it's fair to say. And alright, what are people saying in the chat? I hope they're approving of me going as fast as I possibly can. Okay, and... handsome, strong jaw, but not really strong. Like, there's a little bit of androgyny there. It's not... we're not drawing Kilgar. And it looks like they have sharp teeth. So... now there are some lines on the character too. They have some sort of tattoos on their face. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Tattoos or markings, something like that. I don't feel like that's really within my grasp and means today. With just working very simply with this thick brush. These are really sketches. I shouldn't tell people that I'm drawing their requests as much as I am sketching their requests. There's just not the time for me to go into that much detail, but we kind of want to give lots of people attention. I'm going to actually draw the horns going up like that, pushing the hair back a little bit. They do have a good hairline, so we're going to kind of have it tumbling forward like that. Tumbling forward, I guess, but sort of pushed back behind the ears. And then, last but not least, let's make it a little longer on this side maybe. They do have what I guess is called a ponytail. Whoa, why can't I draw this? Hang on. Oh, I keep picking the wrong brush. There we go. It's this part of the back of the head is messing with me. All that fuss on the arm, and I ended up erasing a big part of the elbow, or sorry, shoulder rather, just to get the ponytail in, but I think it's going to be worth it. Let me just draw a little shorter than that. Okay, that is basically us done with Jacob's character. Sorry, it's just a pen and ink drawing Jacob, but we did more time on this than we did on Rick Dum Dum's dinosaur, so there you go. There's your character reading a book. Hang on, let's zoom in a little bit. Reading a book atop a pile of books. And I'm just going to have a little lick of hair. I think that'd be kind of fun, just kind of coming out like that. So there you go. There's your character reading a book on a pile of books. And that brings us to the last requested drawing for today, everybody. We're going to draw her, excuse me, in just a moment. I'm going to bring up some reference for myself because I forget how we draw this character. In fact, I've never drawn this character ever. Princess Yum Yum. For Joel. I think this is for Joel. Yes, I believe I'm right. This is Joel. We did fun cubes earlier. Alrighty. Princess Yum Yum. And let's try and get an official image from the film, not some fan art. A lot of fan art. I'm seeing tons of fan art. It's always tough. You kind of want to reference something from the movie. Alright, folks, we're going to take a look here at the actual image. I think this is from the film, although I doubt very much this is a Richard Williams drawing. This is maybe from the, the film that was taken off his hands by the finishing company. We're going to draw Princess Yum Yum. I'm going to kind of improvise a little bit on some of the details I can't quite make out. But let's do... I'm kind of going to have to do a bit of a Harry Partridge version of this character, as I don't quite draw like this, but that's okay, I think. I'll push this onto the bright layer in a minute, okay? So let me see now. What is this bitch wearing on her head? What has she got on her head? Looks kind of like, from the side, it's like a big feather in a McDonald's employee hat. Kind of, actually, I used to work at McDonald's, but I didn't have a hat like that. I had just a peaked hat. All right, let's just actually try and draw an attractive lady first, and we'll worry about the details later on. Little nose. So I tell you, we're gonna give her the heavy lash. Okay, gonna give her the heavy lash. And a sylph-like snaky body. She's extremely slender. Actually, in some of these, she's like cartoonishly thin. They really made her slender in these. But not where the booty's concerned. And let me see, she's got a heart in the middle of her forehead. And she's got a lot of hair. A lot of hair. She's going to have a nice kicky pose like this. She's going to have some bazooms coming in around here. Not going to make him huge. Not today. Not today, Zerg. Not today on the boobs. Going to give the boobs a rest. I feel like I've been drawing boobs all week. You know, can only draw so many circles. And why not? Why don't we do a full body? She's probably got... I can't see her feet in any of these reference pictures, but she probably has tiny little curved little shoes. Something like that. This leg is going a little nuts. I'm going to just rein that in a touch. And then what I'm going to do is something that I've not really done today because we've been drawing kind of very fast and very loose, scratchy, sketchy little things. But I'm going to flip the drawing just to try and figure out anything I don't like about it. I feel like the head is going to be a challenge. I should probably come in there with more with the cheek. And like that. That's okay, I think. Basically, her legs are bending back, but you can have a little bit of that. They're billowing out more because of what she's wearing. And then she's going to have the long beads flowing. So, all right, that's Princess Yum Yum. Let's go in. Let's quickly make that something that's kind of semi-visible to me. Oh, that's really hard to see now. And we'll go in and we'll try to do a good job of inking the princess. Let me get a slightly thicker brush. Do I like that? No, that's too thick. We'll stick with the 3. This is what's happening kind of as we're going later in the stream. It's sort of creeping in that I'm doing more and more detail in the drawings. But we will get this to finish, and then that will be it, folks. That'll be the end of the stream. So can I just up the visibility a tiny bit? Hey Bromley, I didn't say hello to you yet. Hello Emmanuel Acor. Emmanuel Acor says I'm a huge fan. Thank you very much. Spola Hat says, have you seen the recobbled cut? Sorry. I've actually, don't laugh at me. I've actually never seen The Thief and the Cobbler. Never, I dropped my pen. Never had the urge to, really. It looks great from the clips I've seen, but I've never gotten around to it. I know, I'm a bad animator. Very bad. Okay, so she's got sort of something going on there. She's got some sort of drapes or something. And then she's got she got the slender leg. Like that. And then she's gonna have another like so. Kind of really exaggerating it, but I think it's sort of fun. I'm assuming she's got those little curly shoes. I think they work. And now we're going to really billow out the pants there. And you're just going to see the outline of her legs. Like that. Okie dokie. So let's go in a little closer. And she's gonna have, what is she wearing on her chest? Losing my voice a little bit. She kind of has, honestly, like, kind of a bit of a t-shirt. I don't think it's supposed to be a t-shirt. It's sort of... Let's stick that. Oh, we've got a big old brush. Big old brush. I want the eraser a little smaller than that. Skinny with the wrists, but she's so slender. I think it works. And on the, I mean, oh, okay, she's got great big ears. I kind of haven't noticed that yet, but let's incorporate those. It's cute, I think. And great big heart earrings. Okie dokie. So she's got a lot of pearls that go really, really far down. Okay, this is going to be, it's going to be a monster drawing all of these, but if I go too fast, it's going to start turning into that. It's going to start turning into like a telephone cable, so I'm exaggerating how long they are, but sort of doing my own spin on it here. I'm doing an off-model drawing that Richard Williams would have thrown back in my face if I worked for him. I do often think sometimes, you know, could I work at the studios that I'm inspired by? Could I have worked at 90s Disney or under Richard Williams? And I feel like you never really know, but I feel like I could have done it. I could have done it as a lesser position, like oops, let me fix that. I could maybe have done some in-betweening or something. I don't think I ever could have done lead animation on like a Disney project. I don't have the Andreas Deja level of skill, but maybe I could have done some in-betweens or something. Alright, let's draw them bazooms. She does have a low cut top, so we're kind of gonna incorporate that. And it's got a thing, like a charm hanging from it, but we're not really gonna see that, so I'm not gonna draw it. Okie doke. And that's the sort of under top of the outfit. Yeah, actually, it's more of a sort of, it billows out just a touch, the shirt here, so you okie doke. That's the other hand. Now she's got a lot of hair. Not a crazy amount, but I'm gonna make it a crazy amount because I'm the one drawing it, and I say she has a lot more hair in my version than she does otherwise, because I like long hair. You know, short hair's fine too. I'm not anti-short hair, but I like long hair. Okay, that's gonna take up too much of her forehead real estate. I'm gonna make all this solid black in a minute, so bear with me. Bear with me, and a heart there. And then, yoop. It's got a very round face. Like that. And another big old ear. Big ass ear on her. And let's fill that hair in. Just, oh, hang on. Oh, I think that's okay. Thought I might have filled in some stuff I didn't want to fill in, but that's okay. And we'll just quickly like do that. Da-da-da-da. She's got this little pointy, funky little hat on. And a great big feather, although I'm going to make mine even bigger because it's funny. Not really funny, not especially a big feather, not known for provoking a lot of laughter, but why not? No, let's leave that. Let's have it kind of have the underside more like that. Can we get away with making that solid black? Yeah, I think so. Okay, and now we're going to try to not mess up the face. But I make no guarantees. Yeah, I kind of like the wider brow. And give her a itty little nose. I was going to give her the big lips, but honestly, she's got... Then it goes into Bratz doll, and I don't want that. I'm going to go with the... I go with the non-Bratz doll lips, I think. Just for this once. Her proportions are a little... I'm realizing now... I'm realizing I've gone into Bratz doll territory, and I may upset a few folks by doing that. Which I didn't want. I'm not... You know what? That's it. This is fine. It's a little bit of attitude, a little bit more attitude than I had anticipated for her, but I'm sure her being a 90s Disney princess, that's not Disney, is it? It's Richard Williams by way of some other company that took it off his hands. I'm sure she's got a little bit of that spunky kind of attitude. So it's probably okay. And of course, she's not really 90s either. She was, what, started in the 60s, 70s? So I don't love the eyes. I kind of feel like it's a little bit too Bratz doll. Maybe we could give her a different... People are going to... See, this is the thing. I'm going to get people upset at me now if I don't give the nose that they would want her to have. That's a bit better. A little bit more of a snub nose. I am happy with that. We will call her Princess Yum Yum. There we go. That's all right. That's not too bad. It's okay. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the brow going up here. See, I would finesse this endlessly if it was my character. It's not. So I'm just going to go with that for the time being. So there we have our final drawing of the stream. This is Princess Yum Yum from The Thief and the Cobbler. And we're going to show you the others that we drew today. We also have... Oh, here we go. We have Jacob Carmine's character. I'm not sure the character's name, but he's a very well-educated fellow, as you can see. We have a bootleg Bart Simpson t-shirt designed by me and the Wachowskis working in tandem. We have Trilby Dogtooth versus Sonic the Hedgehog. I call this one Chili Dogtooth. We have something a very interesting scene here that I think is going to be in the next Pixar Disney film. We have Wally Wombat. We have Superman Rio, Kilgar Bloodkill Bloodgar, Rick Dum Dum's Dinosaur, and we have me beating iDubbbz. We have Dagotha, and we have two flavors of Homer Simpson. There you go, 1 and 2. So there we go. We did pretty good today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 drawings. 13 is a lucky number and a good number to end on. So I will end and say thank you to everybody who came by. I had a good old time. I haven't said hello to everybody, but now I can try to say goodbye to everybody. Hello, A Random Studio. I know who that is, also known as Figmin. I hope you don't mind the throwback name there. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Feed Fancier. Thank you, J Folk. Thank you, Agsma, King N64, 1994, better known as Rick Dum Dum, Terranium, Chewy Wolf, Jesse J Jones, Jacob Carmine. Did I say Gregor already? I hope I did. Meredith Stanley. And everybody, you all did fantastically today, folks. If you've slept or somehow stayed awake through that monster stream, I think I did all right. I don't like quite how Yum Yum's face came out, but I did me best, folks. I did me best. And Bromley to Special Fish, Simon, Dylan, Fun Cubes. Thank you, everybody that came by. Special thanks, definitely, to our super chatters or tip link tippers. Jacob Carmine, Comic Tropes, Joel Mayer, Five. I don't know who Five is, but very, very big thanks to Five. Feed Fancier again, Rick Dumdum, Pika Pete, and Steino333, along with Harry Ashfield. Really massive thanks, guys. I honestly appreciate it big time because, well, you're funding my little operation, and I can get back to animating tomorrow and working on the comic and all that kind of stuff. I know it's been a long time since you've seen anything other than a live stream from me, but I am working on a lot of stuff, and I don't think it'll be too long until you get to see something actually kind of cool. When I say not too long, I do mean like the end of this month or the beginning of May. Maybe only, 10, 12 days. So, all right, I'll get back to it. Cherry Bomber, thank you. Deeply Incognito, Rose Graham, I think I said thanks to you. Yep, Thirsty for Chicken. So, thank you all for coming by. I'm disappearing. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.